Okay, so let's continue on with our personality types, right, or personality traits, right? So we're going to practice describing personality types in sentences. So we're going to keep on doing that, all right? Ideal. Let's talk about ideal. The word ideal means the best that you can imagine, all right? You'll also hear people use ideal like ideally, right? Ideally, I'd like to be rich, right? Or ideally, I'd like to have enough money so I don't have to work, right? So ideal or ideally means that means the best that you can imagine. Complete these sentences, all right? In an ideal parent is, let's say, warm-hearted and thoughtful, right? My ideal friend is smart and intelligent. My ideal boyfriend or girlfriend is, say, thoughtful and friendly, because they're friends, right? An ideal teacher is smart and patient, right? An ideal employee is hardworking and honest, right? An ideal roommate is, again, honest and maybe sociable, all right? So with these, you take your time and fill these out, all right? So that each one describes the ideal person that they're describing here, all right? The ideal parent, the ideal friend, the ideal boyfriend or girlfriend, or it could even be husband or wife, an ideal teacher, an ideal employee, and an ideal roommate. All right? So we'll get some more practice using those adjectives that describe personality traits. All right? All right. And when you're done with that, we will continue. So let's stop the video and let's complete this task. Okay, so hopefully you had enough time to stop the video and to write down some personality traits for the ideal person, right? It's a teacher, the ideal boyfriend or girlfriend, or husband and wife, roommate and employee, things like that, right? So now we're going to move on and we're going to practice defining personality types in sentences, all right? So definitions for these personality types can be found in the dictionary, right? For the ones that we don't know, right? So let's take some time to look up, if we haven't done it already, take some time to look up some of these words, right? Some of these adjectives that describe people, right? And put in our own definitions, right? Things that we can remember a little bit better, all right? For instance, a stingy. I said stingy before, and it's actually stingy. G, not g. It's a j. So stingy person. All right, a stingy person is someone who doesn't like to spend money. I'm very familiar with stingy because we say that all the time in New York. You know, oh, he's so stingy, right? It's very negative. It's like, man, he's so tight with money. He doesn't want to spend money, right? Or we say something like, he has deep pockets but short arms, right? They just don't reach down far enough, right? So those are some of the words we use around stingy to help us to remember that it's someone who doesn't like to spend money, right? All right, so now let's take some time. We can pause the video and take some time and talk about and define what a lazy person is, right? What is a moody person? What is an honest person? What is an impatient person? What is an ambitious person? What is an arrogant person? What is a shy person? And what is an outgoing person? All right, so let's take some time. Let's pause the video. Let's take some time. And if you don't know any of these words, let's look them up in the dictionary and then write down the description, right, that defines that person in your own words. All right, and let's make it a complete sentence, right? So a stingy person is someone who doesn't like to spend money, period. All right, so let's pause and do that, and we'll come back and we will move on. Okay, so we're going to continue on here and go over the last section about these adjectives that we use for personality types, because I really want to make sure we get some of these down so we can start using these adjectives more naturally in our English conversations. All right. So we've gone over the 42 or plus adjectives. We've talked about some positive and negative ones. Some of them that were both positive and negative, depending on the situation. We've described and defined some of the ideal personality types for people in our lives. And now we're going to go over opposites. So the antonyms, right? The opposites of the kind of person that's ideal, right? So for instance, the opposite of kind, right? Kind is the opposite of, let's say, stingy, right? Which would mean stingy is the opposite of kind, right? So let's take some time to write down the opposites, right? Shy is the opposite of what, right? Honest is the opposite of. Rude is the opposite of. Lazy is the opposite of something else, right? And what I just wanted to give you this this point here, this link, because this is where I got all this information from, so that you can go back and practice anytime you want. I got it from bogglesworldesl.com. All right, bogglesworldesl.com. All right, and this is information that's free and available online from this website, so that you can go back and take a look at these 42 plus adjectives and how to use them to make your English conversations better. All right, when it comes to talking about personality traits. All right, so let's go ahead and pause the video. Let's go over these words and these adjectives and put the opposite of them in there in your own sentences, right? To create your own sentences so that we would better understand them. All right, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to Unit 1 in the workbook. Okay, so let's turn in our workbooks, if you have them, to page 6. All right, so page 6, Lesson A, listening. Lesson A, listening. Read and circle the correct answers, then listen. All right, so first we're going to look at our pictures here. We have two pictures. One is of Juliana. Looks like she's reading a book at home. And the other picture is of Annika. And she looks like she's out in a city and talking on her cell phone. Okay? So these are the two pictures that we're going to be referring to when we read and listen to this story here. All right? So if you don't have your book, you can scan this barcode. I made it larger here in the upper right hand corner so that you can scan it and listen to the story as you read along. Okay, So hopefully you can do that. So let's go ahead and read this, and then we'll go down here to the second part and answer some questions. All right? So let's read. Juliana and Annika are friends. Juliana is quiet and shy. She dislikes going to dance clubs or other noisy places. She often writes emails to her friends, but she doesn't like meeting new people. She likes being alone or meeting with just one or two friends. On the weekend, she likes staying home. She loves reading and watching movies. Last weekend, she read 2 books and watched 3 movies. Annika is very different from Juliana. She is friendly and outgoing. She dislikes being alone at home. She loves meeting new people and talking on her cell phone. On the weekend, she enjoys dancing and going to parties with a group of her friends. Last night, they went to a dance club and danced until midnight. All right. So now, okay. You can take a look at this, and it's a little bit closer here, blown up. So now you can read that for yourself, or you can listen to the story using the barcode, scanning the barcode. All right. So let's take some time, read it for yourself, or you can listen to the barcode and scan the barcode and listen to it. All right. And then we'll come back and we'll start answering some questions. Okay, so hopefully you've had some time to read this passage or listen to it, and hopefully you understand it. All right. So let's go ahead and check our understanding by answering some questions. All right. So the first one is done for us. Juliana dislikes going out, right? So Juliana does not like going out. So that's A. Next one, what I'll do is I'll tell you what I got, and then if you got something different, then we'll talk about it. All right. Number 2, Juliana likes, I said, staying home. C. Staying home. Number 3, Juliana isn't or is not, I picked B, outgoing. Sorry. I picked B, outgoing. Number 4, Annika dislikes or does not like, I said C, staying home. Staying home. Annika likes, I put down A, making friends. Making friends. And then number 6, Annika isn't or is not, I said C, shy. Shy. All right. So these are my answers. These are the answers that I've got. And hopefully you got the same. If not, please listen to or read the passage again and come back to these questions and see what you get if it's different. If it's not different and you still didn't get these, let's talk about it during our Zoom meetings, and then maybe I can show you what I saw. All right. So let's move on to page 7 in our workbooks. Okay, page 7. Complete the sentences. Use the information in exercise 1. Before we do that, let's look at these words in our word bank here, all right, in our oval. So let's go over these words. The first one is alone. Alone. The next one is dislikes. Dislikes. Next one is enjoys. Enjoys. Next one is going out. So this is a phrase. Going out. The next one is the word outgoing. Okay, outgoing. These two are different. All right, they are very different. So it might be good for you to take a look in your dictionary to see what the difference is between these two words. One is a phrase, going out, and the other one is outgoing. All right. And then the last word is shy. Shy. All right. So let's take some time and complete this exercise here based on these words that we have: alone, dislikes, enjoys, outgoing. Alone, dislikes, enjoys, going out, outgoing, and shy. All right. And then we'll come back and then I'll show you what I got, and then what I put in these spaces, and then we can move on from there. Okay, so hopefully you've had some time to complete these sentences based on based on the words and phrases in our word bank here. Now I'll go through and I will go through each one and I will show you what I got. All right. So number one, Annika is an. Because we had an, that helps me a lot, right? Because I know the next word is going to start with a vowel. So I chose Annika is an outgoing person. Okay. Number two, Juliana, I said enjoys. Enjoys meeting with only one or two people at a time. Number three, Annika likes, I said going out. Going out with her friends. All right. Juliana, I put dislikes. Dislikes going to parties. Number five, Juliana is quiet and I put shy. Shy. And then number six, Annika doesn't like being alone. Alone. Okay? So these are the ones that I got from our word bank. All right? So hopefully you got the same. If not, let's talk about it. Or you can go back and look at the reading again or listen to it and see what you come up with these. All right? Let's move on to number three. Number three, circle the correct word. All right, so the first one is done for us. All right, Pedro is quiet. He enjoys or dislikes talking, and they chose dislikes, right? So because Pedro is quiet, he dislikes talking. Okay? Salma is outgoing. All right? She enjoys or dislikes meeting new people. All right? I would say enjoys. Because Salma is outgoing, she enjoys meeting new people. Number three, Chen. Chen is friendly. He enjoys or dislikes talking to other people. Well, because Chen is friendly, I would say he enjoys talking to other people. Number four, Naomi. Naomi is shy. She enjoys or dislikes meeting new people. Well, Naomi is shy, so I would say she dislikes meeting new people. All right. Enrico likes to stay home. He enjoys or dislikes going out? I would say, because Enrico likes to stay home, I would say he dislikes going out. Okay? So these were my answers. Hopefully you got the same. If not, let's talk about it, right? And I'll show you how I got my answers. Alright, so let's move on down the page to number 4. Write the opposites, right? Now before we write the opposites, let's find out what our words are in our word bank here. Okay? So the first word is dislike. Dislike. Next word is outgoing. Outgoing. Next word is quiet. Quiet. And then the last word is actually a phrase. It's stay home. Stay home. Okay? So now the first one is done for us. The opposite of shy is outgoing. Outgoing. I'll tell you what I put for the rest of these, and hopefully we can match up and have the same answer. All right. Number 2, the opposite of noisy is, I wrote quiet. Quiet. The opposite of the phrase go out would be the phrase stay home. Stay home. And the opposite of like, I wrote down dislike. Dislike. Alright? So these are my answers, and hopefully you got the same. Okay, so let's move on down to the last one on the page, number 5. Listen. Then check for things that Ruben enjoys doing. Okay? So now let's take some time to pause the video. Let's scan this barcode and we can listen to the story that supports this activity. Alright? And you can listen to the conversation between the two ladies about the date with Ruben, and then we'll come back and we will answer these questions. Alright, so let's take some time and do that now.